Hey, it's nice to be with you again. I'm showing you another new stamp set from the 2020 catalog. This one is Flowering Blooms. So every year when a new catalog comes out, I tell myself, you have enough flowers, go easy on the flowers. And every year there's one stamp set that I have to have because it's a gorgeous flower. And this year it's Flowering Blooms. I love this image. And it's such a great one to show different ways that you can color with Stampin' Up! Products. So the first one I'm going to show you uses the Stamparatus, and we are going to, I've already got the stamp on the Stamparatus, and you'll see why in a moment. So I'm going to color these with markers. I'm using Petal Pink and Soft Seafoam. It's a nice, soft, kind of romantic combination. And it's also really light, so with this red rubber sometimes it can be kind of hard to see. But with this technique and using the Stamparatus, if I missed a spot, that's okay. I can just go back and catch it. So get this all colored in, and then we'll color our leaves with Soft Seafoam. I've tried a lot of combinations with this set. Some of them weren't so pretty, but most of them are really nice. I've got some new blends on order to try with this set. It's going to be pretty. Blackberry Bliss and Highland Heather I think I got. So that's colored, and now I'm using shimmery white cardstock. Didn't quite want the heft of watercolor, but the shimmery white almost gives you the same effect. And I want my image to kind of diffuse and look really soft. So I got that wet with an aqua painter. All right. So see how that's kind of blurring? That'll blur a little more. I'm going to set that aside to dry and clean off my stamp. And the next one, we're using our blends, Whisper White, and we're using the same colors, the Soft Seafoam and the Petal Pink. So I want a really soft image, so I'm using Smoky Slate instead of a black. Let's see how that does. Yeah. See, I could use that just like that. It's so pretty. Clean off the stamp. And I can set this aside for a moment. And I'll show you how to color it. So the blends are alcohol based. So if you want to color and you want to keep this definition, you want to use the alcohol blends are alcohol, so you use a pad that is water-based, and the Smoky Slate is. So I'm going to start with the Petal Pink light, and we'll start in the middle here and color the center and a couple of petals. And then where there's some, oh, and you always want to put your lid back on when you're not using it because they are alcohol and they dry out. So see where I've got some shading there? That I want a little bit darker. So see how that's darker? But now I don't want a harsh line, so I'm going to come back over with my light and bring it out to the tips. So can you see how it's darker in the middle and lighter toward the edge? We'll do a couple more of these. And dark in the middle. And blend it to the edge. And you'll do that all the way around. Then I'm going to show you on the leaves. Here's a good one to show you. So there's the light over the whole image. And yeah, there too. And then there we've got this shading. I'll come in with the darker and then blend it. So, and you can see how it soaks through your paper. It really saturates. So you don't need to see me do all of that, but I'll show you one that I've finished. And Flowering Blooms comes with some coordinating dies so you can cut out your image and finish your card. Let's see if this is, that's not quite dry. So I'll show you another technique. Okay, this time I'm going to show you kind of the same as we did before, but I'm going to use the water a little bit differently. So this is going to be a more vibrant flower. I'm using, try to get this where you can see what I'm doing. So I'm using Cherry Cobbler on this one, and I believe Mossy Meadow. Yes, Cherry Cobbler and Mossy Meadow. And if you can hear my cat, she's got a little bit of an issue. Some separation anxiety. Believe it or not, she's not cooped up anywhere. She just does that. Silly girl. Okay, so there's the flower. And now we'll do the leaves. And again, if I missed a spot, I'll just come in and fix it since I have the Stamparatus set up. All right. And this time I'll definitely want to half. Since I'm not wetting my paper. Make sure that all make contact. All right, so Get this dark ink off because we're going to need to do light again. This, okay. So you can see it's pretty, but I need to smooth some things out. So that's where the Aqua Painter comes in. Stampin' Up! Has tweaked the design. I haven't gotten the new ones yet, but now they're called water painters. And they come in 3 different styles. I'm kind of looking forward to getting that. So get some water in your brush. And you'll just follow the image. Kind of smooth things out. But use a light touch so you still get the detail. And if there's too much water, you can just pinch it so it doesn't ruin the detail. And then when you're ready to go from the leaves to the petals, you just make sure there's no more ink on there. You can start again with the petals, and that's got a lot of water. And see those lines? I'm going to kind of follow the lines. And I'm not going to do too much in the middle because I want to make sure that I keep that pretty definition. And work my way around. Light touch. Almost done. All right. All right, so there's another one. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, that one's ready. So this is the one that we got the paper wet earlier. And now, see how we kind of lost our definition there? So we're going to go back in, anchor. Oh, and let's see if you can see this pretty shimmer. It's hard to catch. Nope. Well, in real life, the shimmering really is shimmery. It's very pretty. Okay, so we'll go back onto our stamp with our markers. Now, we used blends on the last one. You never want to put the blends directly on your rubber. It can hurt the stamps. So blends are for coloring the image only, not the stamps. And get the leaves. Huff. And see what we got there. See, we get the definition back in those leaves. Let's see if we can get some more definition right in there. There we go. So, there's that. All right, so I cleaned up my workspace a little bit, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to finish off this card. So take a look at this die cut. So pretty. This is also part of the Flowering Blooms coordinating dies, part of the bundle. So I'm going to dab some glue here. And you don't want to make the front of your card sticky. So be really sparing in your use of glue. And once you get some down, you can kind of smooth it so you don't end up with any blobs. Dot, dot, dot. That should do. And line it up. Let's see, I need one little dot here. That was more than a little dot. Clean that off. There we go. All right. And then I used Thank You from the set. There's one here that I'm moved beyond words. It's a nice sentiment, but I really don't know how often you're going to be moved beyond words. So if you're moved beyond words, it's a great set, but I think I'm going to stick with Thank You today. And this is a die from the die set that goes with the poppies. I believe it's the Poppy Moments dies. There's some really pretty ones in there. And I cut this at 4 1/4 by 11 instead of the traditional way, so it would stand up. And on the inside, we'll do Your Kindness is So Appreciated in the soft seafoam. Let's see if I do a good job of getting this straight. There. Your kindness is so appreciated. Thank you. And I'm going to show you one more color combination with the blends, and I'm using darker blends, so I'll use the Memento black ink. Just center that. I'll probably cut this out later, but haven't decided what I'm going to do with this card. So you're thinking, you know, that's pretty dark. But that's okay, because the markers I'm using will be pretty intense too. All right, so I have Granny Apple Green and Pretty Peacock. So just like I did before, I'm going to start with the lighter And just lay down some color in the center here. Oh. I don't want green petals, I want peacock petals. What's that gonna look like? Let's see. Light. Terrible. What do you know? And then we'll go in, oops, outside the lines. We're going to shading and put down some darker. And then blend it with the white. And do a few more petals with the white. Shade with the dark. So you can see how that is not blended at all. And then blend it to the edge. And some more petals. And blend this out. Maybe that was a little happy accident there in the center. Gives it some interest. I meant to do that. And some dark there. And pull the color out. Okay, so now we have our leaves. And I'll take the light granny apple green. Oops. And come in with the dark. And then blend. All right, so with the blends, I've got dark colors with the memento, and then we have light colors with the smoky slate. So, lots of different ways. I have a couple other techniques, but I think that's enough for today. So, love this set. I think you will too. And I do hope we can get together soon, but if not, I'll be posting more videos. Bye.